What is up, guys? It is your man bLaCkCeLl here, coming at you with another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about, to nobody's shock, how Season 2 of Black Ops 6 has ruined the game. In the background, y'all going to be watching me use some Fang 88 gameplay, whatever the hell it is. I forget what it was called. I literally was grinding all day yesterday to try to get a nuke with this gun. It's a great ass weapon, good ass damage, but it's a slow ass LMG. So because it's a slow ass LMG, I'm just gonna go ahead and give a warning ahead of time. This is probably one of the slower gameplays I got due to the way I had to change how I play. I couldn't run around like I normally do, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up. But since we talking about how the game actually broke itself, before I even get into that, I'd like to talk about how whenever a new season of Call of Duty starts, they always hit us with these corny, cringy ass cutscenes in the beginning. Nobody really be caring about that shit. I'm sure everybody just skips past it. And then the first thing that they do is they spam non-stop advertisements for the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 bLaCkCeLl Battle Pass. Now, I am going to talk shit about it, but at the same point, I'm actually one of those idiots myself who's purchased it in the past, because when the game first came out, I did buy the Vault Edition. I bought the $30, because it was just an additional $30. I'm on Xbox, so I already got the game for free. I saw people with cool variants of weapons and shit, and at that point, I felt like, since I didn't have, you feel me, like a lot of attachments for guns, and they had an attachment for the JACL, you know, nice little iron sights and shit, I bought it. I'm not going to deny it. I bought it. I was one of the idiots that bought that shit. Buying skins in a first-person shooter. What the fuck are we doing? I agree. But at the end of the day, you know, I lived and I learned. Now, I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, the bLaCkCeLl version of the Battle Pass is a fucking scam. I don't understand how people, like, fork out $30 for that bullshit every fucking season. I get they say that if you keep getting it, it's gonna keep stacking on top of it, but I'm gonna be dead ass. It's just not worth it to me. You get you pay $30 to be able to get a few tier skips, some COD points, and I guess you can maybe get one page skip, so you can actually go over to any page. So like, let's say you want the PPSH, you could skip right to that page, but you still gotta use your tier skips. The reason why I feel like that shit is a waste of money, in my opinion, is because what's special about it? I'm paying money so my operators can have fucking magma on them. Like, are we fucking serious? Like, honestly, the first season when I got it because I was enjoying the game. It was pretty fresh. And I mean, I still do enjoy Black Ops 6, but this game is a sweaty ass piece of shit, man. I'm not gonna lie, but that's not the game's fault. That's more so just the matchmaking fault, which I've talked about a million times. Which, while I'm actually in the midst of talking about it, let's talk about how literally, of course, at the beginning of any new season, that brings all the players back who haven't played in a minute, which means in turn, I'm dealing with some of the most cancerous, sweaty fucking lobbies known to man. Like, I swear to you, bro, in the midst of me trying to get this fucking gameplay, I went from lobby to lobby to lobby where I'm trying to just level up the LMG just so I can get proper attachments to make the gun better. I'm trying to level it up, and all I'm playing against is fucking virgins with dark matter, sweating with the JACL, sliding around every corner, jumping a million times. Or if it's not the JACL, it's the wannabes with the aims not moving. Like, bro, like, oh my god, I never understand people who play like that. You know, to each and all his own. You're allowed to play the game that you paid for or that you got for free, whichever which way, how you want to. But I just don't understand. The game offers so many weapons, and yet I only be seeing these two weapons in my lobbies. Obviously, you see the people who use the XM4, the occasional KSV, but trust me when I tell you, all I see in my lobbies is the JACL and the aims. And if this shit's supposed to be skill based, I don't understand myself why I'm not finding more people, you know what I'm saying, using more variety. But what I did find in the midst of me using this DLC weapon, trying to level it up, I found a shit ton of people sweating their ass off with the new AR and the new PPSH. So what I do notice is if you're spamming DLC guns, the game's gonna match you up against other people spamming DLC guns. But I'm pretty sure we already knew this, since the game is always fucking analyzing every step of the way that you do. But let's get to talking about how broken the game is, because I swear to God, the first couple of days of this shit has been very laggy. It's been very framey. It's like, I don't understand what happens, but it seems like every time a new season of this game comes out, the servers just turn to dog water, dog shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Camel tits, I don't know, bro. This shit is ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, the servers are terrible. Then let's not only talk about just the servers, but let's talk about the gameplay itself. Now they claim that they set this shit up to where basically they were gonna try to make it so people could, I don't know, like, I guess when you play ranked, you were supposed to be able to do console only crossplay, console versus console, or just regular, right? Well, I had a friend who plays ranked play a lot, and day one of him trying to go in there and play on console, the first thing he was met with PC players from Game Pass. So after being told that he would be only able to play other Xbox players, he still runs into people on PC. So, you know, I got that friend saying that he's ready to quit the game, ready to retire and shit. Then I got my other friends that I play the game with on a consistent basis, basically telling me about all type of broke shit that's been constantly happening. I don't know if anybody's really familiar with this, but one of the most common errors that I keep running into is I can't session join my friends' lobbies because it's saying that they have a newer version of the game than I have, or vice versa, which doesn't make sense because I could just load up the game and all of a sudden I'm struggling to join my friend. The shit to me just doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna lie, they say that they be fixing stuff in the game, but it's a few things that I really feel like need to be fixed. I really feel like they need to do something with the ghost perk, because this ghost perk be really OP depending on the lobby I'm in. And I'm not gonna lie, the fact that in certain lobbies people don't even move with ghost, and sometimes they still don't show up on the minimap, is just bonkers to me. The fact that a harp is even like hard countered by ghost makes zero sense. If anything, it's supposed to be like how it was in the Modern Warfare games, where they just a moving dot, not showing up at all. And ain't nobody said nothing about this for a while now, so I'm under the influence that basically they must have set this shit up to be like that on purpose. Also, ever since this update, it's been like really buggy when it comes to trying to mantle stuff. If you try to climb on top of a car, like I think it was one of the cars on Hacienda, but basically we just gonna say that mantling is broken in general, because I also noticed one time I tried to mantle on top of a car and like my character did like some weird glitchy thing, I don't know. The game has just been like terribly framey. Like at first I thought, okay, maybe it was the connection, because it's been a few times where the game is just flat out crashed. Like I'm talking about the screen was just frozen, stuck type shit. And I like Black Ops 6, so it pains me that I gotta talk about these issues that the game has in the first place. But I'm gonna be honest, man, instead of trying to prioritize people to buy a funky ass battle pass just to make their characters look like they got dipped in a fucking volcano, how about we properly test out everything and properly balance everything in the game before we put out these big ass patches? I have yet to play the new maps. I did play one of them. I played the one with the cars. I didn't play the one on the boat. Not gonna lie, that map was ass. I don't understand how we've come this far with Call of Duty. I don't really understand how, like, it's that hard to make a map that has flow. That new map that they just put in the game, not the boat one but the other one, that shit is dog shit. It has no flow whatsoever. Had to be probably one of the weirdest things that I've ever played. And while we're talking about weirdest things I ever played, let's also talk about that overdrive mode. It reminds me of Ransack, which was my favorite mode in this shit, but it's just so trash because it's a TDM based mode. Stop putting featured playlists in that are TDM based. And if you're going to add new maps to the game, make it so those new maps can be played in their own personal 24/7 playlist. But with all that being said, guys, my name is bLaCkCeLl. Smacky lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. And with all that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and just one more thing before I go. Can we please do something in the future where, like, man, you get weapons faster? I'm tired of having to grind out this grindy ass battle pass just so I can get weapons that by the time I get my hands on them, they're gonna get nerfed. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.